Hey everybody, before this video starts, I just want to thank you all for the recent support that has been coming to my channel lately. I don't think I've ever grown this much since, I guess 2021. And I just want to promote my other socials. If you guys want to see me anywhere else, you can follow me on Twitter. And you can follow my main Instagram at helmet_truck11. And you can follow my Instagram clips where I post certain clips of my videos, I guess maybe funny moments or super entertaining moments that I believe you will find interesting. And yeah, I'm just super grateful for all the support that has been coming to my channel lately. And I want to thank you, the viewer, for helping me get to where I am. And hopefully, with the amount of growth and my motivation to continue uploading, I could achieve a goal of maybe being a potential full-time YouTuber one day. Who knows? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow on my socials, link in the description, and let's get right to it. Also, I want to put out this disclaimer before the video starts. No matter how much you hate the person that we're talking about in this video, please do not harass or send any hate to the person on this channel. I feel like I have to specify this because this person is a very malicious person, and I feel like if I don't say this stuff, she's probably going to get my channel banned, or at least attempt to get my channel banned for I guess critiquing her video, even though I'm not sensing any bit of harassment towards this person. So if you just could, please only keep the comments here. Don't spread it to her comment section. Don't put it anywhere else. Only just put all the comments right here, please. Thank you. Yo, what's up everybody? Today I am coming back with another banger today. Alright, so there's this YouTuber called Illymations, or Illymations, also known as Alyssa, who makes, I guess you could say, these animated talk about my life type shit videos. It's similar to the Odd Ones Out or Jane Animations type YouTubers, like Fun Times at the Dentist, My Dramatic Cat Luigi's Vet Visits, and dating when you're autistic, shit like that. And 3 months ago, she came out with a video called The Perks of Being the Fat Kid, which, in my opinion, I've seen the video throughout its entirety. First of all, it's already a dumb title. Perks of Being the Fat. There is no perk into being fat. There's a lot of bad that comes with being fat. You get bullied to shreds because you're fat. You also get you get a bunch of unhealthy shits. You could either get a heart attack, you could either get a lot of bad health signs. There is no perk to being fat. You're just bigger and you just feel like shit. So overall, there is no perks to being fat. You're just the video, and it's in my opinion, the title's pretty dumb, but the message throughout the video was decent. The message was basically, don't be an asshole to fat people, and I think that's something we could all agree on. But again, there was some flaws into this video where it's not there's nothing wrong to being fat. To an extent, there's mostly wrong into being fat. Not fat shaming or anything, it's not like that, but if you see someone that's morbidly obese, that could, it's unhealthy to be fat. Not saying that all fat people are very unhealthy, but I don't know. Perks of being the fat kid. There is no perk to being a fat kid. You get bullied to shreds, you get picked on every day, and you're unhealthy, so you get the worst of both ways. So anyways, as you can see, Illymation decided to talk about the fat issue because I guess that's something that critiques her. And here is my thought on the whole fat acceptance thing. I agree you should not be an asshole to fat people, because I believe fat people get a lot of hate for the way they look. But at the end of the day, you control your own body. You can control your own body. So at the end of the day, you kind of chose to be fat. You chose to be a fat fuck. You know what I mean? You chose to be fat. It's not fuck. It's not like you are ashamed of being a girl or ashamed of being a guy, or you're not ashamed of, you're just fat. You chose to, you chose to be a fat piece of shit. Like, I don't like fat positivity. Not, I don't like the, what's it called? Fat activism, where people just embrace being fat. Like, being fat is not a good thing. Being fat is something you should probably work towards not being. And this video, I guess, sort of leaned into the fat activism shit, but also gave out good points about how you shouldn't be an asshole to fat people. So overall, this video, I guess if I were to rate it, I would probably put this at like a 4 out of 10. So anyways, now that I introduced to y'all, I guess, the climax of this story. Yo guys, this is Helmet Check from the future. I don't know why the hell I said climax. I feel like I just made myself 10 times dumber for saying climax. What I meant to say is, I guess this is like sort of the rise of the story, and now we're going into like the turning point into how this story became, how this became drama, basically. I guess we're gonna talk about Think Before You Sleep, because Think Before You Sleep, who is a commentary YouTuber, I guess, that makes about, I guess it's like one of those like political channels that like speak on, I guess you could say, I don't want to say it's political, but like critiques a bunch of shits, like basically calls out a bunch of dumbasses on the internet, basically how children become addicts, or yeah, that shit. So Think Before You Sleep decided to make a video on Alyssa's fat positive, the perk of being fat video. And Alyssa did not take the video too well. In fact, in this video right here, which we're going to check out, Alyssa actually attempts to deplatform Think Before You Sleep, because apparently it's too mean for for the YouTube video's existence. My stance on deplatforming YouTubers is that I feel like if you're a pedophile, or if you're like a copyright abuser, those are, in my opinion, you should probably be banned on YouTube. If you're a pedophile, obviously you diddle kids, you deserve like the worst. If you're a copyright abuser or a pro deplatforming YouTuber, and you're trying to like deplatform someone, in my opinion, you should be deplatformed for attempting to deplatform another YouTuber. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, let's see how this Illymation decides to deplatform this guy.
Hi everyone. I usually don't start videos out like this, but today is a special occasion. Earlier, I found out that someone I made a video on got offended and has started a mass flagging campaign against me to try and get this video taken down. For everyone who is out of the loop, a few days ago, I made a video about a YouTuber who goes by Illymation, or Alyssa, where I basically spent 30 minutes
not gonna say it.
Saying,
not gonna say it.
Like your video, and here's why. A thing that many YouTubers do. I've criticized other YouTubers have criticized me. Sometimes we have a little internet battle. Those are fun. And by the end of it, everyone moves on with their life after about a week or two. Except Alyssa. Now, because of the urgency of the situation, and considering that my channel is on the line because Alyssa has millions of followers, and she's well connected to a bunch of other powerful YouTubers.
Oh, this is not good. No. Oh, no. That is not good. She probably has connections with the odd ones out or some shit like that. And if she tells, oh, this is bad. This is not good.
I rushed to make a community post about it just in case I got a channel strike before I got the chance to comment. If you already read that community post, I gave the gist of the situation there, but I'll be going further into detail in this video. That being said, earlier I received an email from a follower giving a well-detailed description about how Alyssa is trying to get me a channel strike because she didn't like a video that she admits to not even watching.
She didn't even watch the fucking video? Oh, that's how... Oh, you're just an asshole. You're a cunt at this point. Oh, so basically his title just hurted your feelings. Any ounce of criticism could literally break this YouTuber. into shreds.
Didn't watch it, how do you know what's in it? Well, a friend of hers told her it was bad. Wait, isn't this the exact kind of research that I criticized her for in the video? That's funny. Now,
Oh wow, so literally she just proves this guy's point.
before we go any further, I will say that I began this journey with a bunch of people saying that Alyssa was deleting comments on her Perks of Being the Fat Kid video and
Jesus Christ.
put a pause on the comments section. I understand a lot of people are going to cry censorship, but
Wait, what? You can pause comments? Pause comments? How do you do that? Wait, is it paused? I can comment. But will it go through? Hold on, I gotta do some... Yo, so I'm on a signed out account, and my comment did go through. I guess she stopped doing that shit, but who am I to judge? All I said was yo, 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 so it's probably not gonna get banned or some shit. Alright, I deleted this shit. Let's move on. Alright, let's continue watching this video. I'm fucking stupid.
also, I will point out that anytime someone makes a video criticizing a creator, the vast majority of the new comments on said creator's video will say, LOL, you're dumb and I don't like you. While I don't mind if people write comments that include polite and constructive criticism, unfortunately, asking for viewers to be courteous to other creators that I cover on this channel does not actually stop comment brigading, no matter how many times I've done it in videos, and it doesn't work when other creators do it either. Unless someone has actually engaged in criminal behavior, I think generally YouTubers don't want their followers filling up another creator's comment section. I also think it's well within a creator's right to block or mute comments on their channel that are essentially harassment and not an actual discussion.
True.
However, this comment brigading behavior appears to just be a fact of nature that creators can't control, so really it's on YouTube to make an interface change that addresses this problem. We already have subscriber-only mode on live chat. I don't see why that feature can't just be added to video comment sections as well. You would be shocked at how many people would lose their interest in saying, LOL, you're dumb.
Literally, hate watching would not exist if YouTube put comment. If literally hate watching would not exist.
If they had to wait 10 minutes or 24 hours to say it. This would heavily cut down on comment brigading without removing the ability to
And you'd be forced to subscribe to the channel you're hate watching. So it's a win-win.
provide constructive criticism, and without having to full-on censor the comment section. Anyway, Alyssa posted this on Tumblr.
Tumblr. Notice how she's posting this on Tumblr. Probably a platform that she doesn't have quite big of a following, or a platform that she tracks the least attention, so that because if she were to post this on, let's say, Twitter or Instagram, people, not just her, maybe not her fans, but other content creators like around the content creators would literally eat her to shreds if she posted this on, let's say, either Twitter or Instagram. Maybe not Instagram, but most definitely Twitter. She would get destroyed.
Of course it was Tumblr. The comment thread starts out with a post saying, did you see this total creep who did a takedown of your fat kid animation?
Yeah, this guy's a fucking loser, bro.
Alyssa responds to it by saying, yes, frowny face.
Whatever bad thing happens, I don't feel bad for her.
I didn't watch it. A friend did, though, and gave me a rundown. I advise others to not watch the video or his channel either. Do not engage. Don't give him a single second of watch time or ad revenue. Yeah, real mature. I'm going to start a mass flagging campaign for a video that I didn't watch, and then tell my followers to not...
Just went and reported the video without watching. Oh my god. And this deployable humans channel, not that Google will do anything, but hope. Okay. You see, this is what I mean by, like, you know, if Leah Animations or Alyssa were to get deplatformed in some sort of way, if she's getting censored in some sort of way, I would just laugh and just not care. Even though I'm anti-deplatforming and I'm, like, pro free speech and all that. This person is literally attempting to take away free speech from this YouTuber, Think Before You Sleep. So why should I feel bad if like some random fuckhead is gonna fuck with Alyssa if she's fucking with this guy? Like I don't feel a tiny bit of bad for this person. Like any bad thing that happens, I would just look away and wouldn't care and probably have a laugh.
Not watch it either, because surely they shouldn't be allowed to develop their own opinions on content that is critical of me. Gee, that doesn't sound like a cult at all.
God forbid people on the left explore some of the viewpoints that exist on the right, because that is scary.
You know there are many ways to watch a video without giving it ad revenue, right? For example, you could watch it on my Rumble channel where I basically re-upload everything for free.
This guy's on Rumble? Sick. Shit, what'd I do? Okay. Dude, I haven't touched Rumble at all. The only time I probably touched Rumble was a video that I uploaded about this mom that literally got arrested for child abuse. And I uploaded it on Rumble because, well, I had a channel strike, which wouldn't let me allow to upload the video. So that's why I just use Rumble to upload a bunch of I use Rumble to upload, I guess you could say, videos that are in the making or videos that I can't upload on YouTube.
The link is in the description. Moving on to what her friends said about the video, because everyone knows that a game of telephone is always the best way to get the most accurate representation of an event. Anyways, finish the entire video. Guy is just dog whistling to misogynist. Well, that certainly is a completely non-biased and fair assessment of my video that not only brings up my bad points, but my good points as well, and totally doesn't preempt Alyssa to hate me before any of the video is discussed. Sarcasm aside, may I remind people, like I did in this video here, that while my viewership is mostly male, my female audience is between 15 and 20% on a typical month. If I was just posting radicalized
I don't really trust these analysts.
misogyny in every video, then I wouldn't have this many women watching the channel. Now let's continue with the completely unbiased assessment from Alyssa's friend. He spends a very high percentage of the video personally attacking Illy's appearance. Well, first of all, the fashion section was less than 10% of the content. It was 2 minutes and 45 seconds of a 37-minute video. Second, you also forgot to mention the part where I began that section highlighting Alyssa's good features to aim people's attention towards, and gave 2 examples of what she looks like when she styles herself correctly, and compared that to when she styles herself incorrectly. The reason I did that is because many people think they're ugly when they actually aren't. They just have bad fashion. I did a whole video about it here discussing multiple YouTubers who would look way better if they just took care of their appearance. Alyssa would be just as attractive as all the people she said she compares herself to in the Perks of Being the Fat Kid video if she just learned good fashion. Can we all see why you should watch a video before you rile up a hate mob? When you hear...
Don't really understand that, but I think I sort of need that a little bit explained to me in order for me to get that.
personally attacking Illy's appearance, there are a lot of ways...
Personally attacking is probably like the easiest go-to method to like try and deplatform somebody. Like, this person personally attacked me. No, this person either critiqued your dumbass takes, or he's saying some shit to he's probably presenting a counterpoint to your take, and then maybe they could have a conversation about it. Personally attacking is the bitch move.
that can be interpreted. Some of them can be cruel and malicious bullying. Others could be, hey, you're actually not ugly, just do these things here and you'll look great. In order to determine which one it is, you need to investigate further. Alyssa's friend says this next. My judgment is that this guy appeals to the same audience as your Jordan Petersons and Ben Shapiro's without any of the qualifications that those two regrettably have.
Dude, what is with these people saying, oh yeah, this person appeals to audiences like Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro? I mean, I haven't watched either Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro. I heard that they're like political people, and I don't really go into that shit very much. But like, why? Like, this is the type of arguments that your typical left YouTuber says. Like, they're like, oh, you should not upload this content because this content you're uploading is appealing to the right people like Ben Shapiro. And it's like, okay, it's not my fault they're going down that fucking path. Fucking dumbass. If if one of my fans, let's say, watches my videos, I'm totally not political in this shit, and they go down like the Ben Shapiro rabbit hole. Me personally, they were already going down that rabbit hole regardless of my opinion or not. So like whatever I do, it's out of my control. I can't control what people watch. Fucking dumb fucks.
Why would she assume that I'm a fan of Ben Shapiro when I made fun of his sister's terrible fashion recommendations in the very same video?
Jesus.
I love how she glossed over that one. But at the end of that image, she's making an appeal to authority argument by saying that Jordan Peterson has a degree in psychology, Ben Shapiro is a lawyer, and I'm not qualified to speak because I'm not a psychologist or a lawyer. Well, for one, we're talking about health and fitness here, and what sort of certifications does Alyssa have in either of those fields to be qualified to talk about them in her video? Guess who does have certifications to talk about fitness? Me. I don't mention it a lot because constantly talking about your qualifications sounds a lot like insecure bragging, but I did say I was a fitness professional in my reaction to Alyssa, and my personal qualifications are a bachelor's degree in kinesiology, an NSCA personal training certificate, and a 200-hour yoga teacher certificate. I also have
Oh shit, this guy's smart.
about 12 years of combined experience in the fitness industry and in sports, and I taught for about 10 of those years. I am very well educated in this field. I constantly learn new information in it, and it's one of the reasons why my fitness and weight loss videos do so well. It's because my advice actually works and has resulted in many people losing weight. Again, if we all have to have degrees in this stuff, where are Alyssa's qualifications to give health advice to kids? Where's her degree? All she did was talk about how uneducated...
Exactly. Flip the script and throw it back at their face. Where's Alyssa's fucking degree? Why is it okay for her to talk about fat people, but it's not okay for this qualified gym health guy to not fucking talk about it?
Educated she is on this subject, and starts the video out by saying this.
I started dieting at the age of 11. I looked over at whatever Weight Watching, Jennifer Craig, Fitnessing Pal, MLM, Facebook scam.
Literally walking into this whole fitness shit blindly with no advice.
My parents were up to, and I copied them.
So she's preempting the video, telling you that she's unqualified, and then she spends the whole video talking about how the advice of the professionals that she chose to listen to didn't lead her to her goals. Anyway, Alyssa's friend goes on to say, blah, 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 cherry-picked, blah, blah, non-academic sources, which is really...
Wait, what? Personally attacking Lily's appearance and takes her opinionated life story and attacks it with cherry-picked, non-academic sources. Okay, he'll probably get into that. Which is hilarious because he leads the video by claiming that the literal professionals' well-documented opinions shouldn't be trusted in a very hand-waving sort of way. Pretty much any time he interjects his own opinion of the matter.
Really funny because Alyssa's main sources were a magazine and a fat acceptance.
Fat acceptance account. Okay, yeah, this person is a dumbass.
Advocate. Hell,
fat acceptance in general is a stupid thing that you should probably not cooperate in.
They didn't even put a person's
Wait,
main sources were a magazine and a fat acceptance.
You just need to lose weight and maybe the other 19 myths about fat people. Okay, I can't.
Advocate. Hell, they didn't even put a person's name on this 20-year-old article. Meanwhile, I actually gave proper citations that lead you directly to the source. I actually gave the names of the professionals that I was quoting. I showed a video using indirect calorimetry to display the differences on what types of exercises burn the most calories.
Jesus.
And I linked a Noah Samson video where I go very heavy into the data about why fat acceptance is bad. An argument so good that even Noah had to agree with it.
So I must admit that in my prior video, I made a mistake. Well, 2 mistakes.
Damn, he got Noah Samson to get on his side.
So the first mistake was the way that I made one of my arguments. I argued that fat representation in media can help promote healthy habits. This line of...
Not really, no. No, it would actually make what they're doing worse.
Argumentation is not great. It's a stretch because it relies on a lot of correlations. A good chunk of Think Before You Sleep's video covers this flaw in argumentation. So I'm hereby raising a white flag on that argument. I think it's a bad argument.
I'm not sure what a literal professional's well-documented opinion is, but
his video had more I don't. Lily's videos or Alyssa's videos fucking stupid.
Considering that I'm also a certified professional in this field, it's my word against theirs, so welcome to a stalemate. Last, her friend ends off her comments by denying that Aubrey
Oh my god, I see this word and I assume I already know this person sucks.
Gordon is a very ideological radical leftist.
Who?
Her comments by denying that Aubrey Gordon is a very ideological radical leftist. To which, if you actually read the stuff that I posted on screen during her segments, you could easily see. I didn't just say that without proving it. And yes, her politics are relevant, and so are Alyssa's, because Alyssa loves to abruptly insert her leftist politics into videos for kids.
Another memorable kid I'll call Devin. One day while I was getting snacks ready, this little dude stomped and stormed in. Did not pass the snack table, did not collect the Cheez-Its.
Jesus.
And that's how I knew something was up.
Damn, this Devin is a badass little kid.
So I sat down with him, but before I could get a word in, he turned to me and said, "Do you know what the most evil thing in the world is? Plastic." And
The fuck?
he goes off about littering, landfills, fossil fuels, acid rain, CO2 emissions, our carbon footprint. This little dude just learned about pollution and he was fuming. And I love that for him because, there are people my age who think global warming is a myth. So I'm here to assure you guys the kids are all right.
Yes, because telling a little kid that the world is being destroyed is completely appropriate and not traumatic at all. Does anyone remember that a part of Greta Thunberg's backstory was that learning about climate change made her anorexic at 11? Whatever your
The fuck?
politics are, we should not be telling young children that the world is ending. By the
No,
way,
we
when I say
shouldn't.
woke left, I don't mean the left in general. I mean the radical left who are pro-cancel culture and have been promoting the very unhealthy message that being 300 pounds does not cause health problems.
Alyssa.
And second, by the way, it's not like there aren't people on the radical right who are pro-cancel culture.
The quartering. The quartering.
The America First movement is very into cancellation and deplatforming, and I've been very critical of that.
Is that Nick Fuentes?
No, I didn't just assume that Aubrey was 300 pounds. I showed her saying it in an article. Anyway, Alyssa goes on to say that she reported me to YouTube and is
Fucking bitch.
waiting for a human to review my video.
Stupid bitch. Fucking bitch. Go fucking fuck yourself.
She also chatted with the help desk person and really put a lot of her time and energy into trying to get me deplatformed when really she should be busy enjoying her vacation in Japan.
That's pathetic. You're literally trying to deplatform a man while you're in Japan.
Trying to get me deplatformed when really she should be busy enjoying her vacation in Japan.
Alright, that just shows you have no life. You're literally trying to deplatform a guy while you're at Japan. Probably like one of the most memorable places you could be at. There's a lot of cool stuff in Japan. I don't know why you're wasting your time engaging in this dumbass shit.
Has no one ever reacted to her content before? Wait
What?
like a week and everyone will forget about it. In fact, if you said nothing, everyone would have forgotten about it by the time you got back from your trip. Last, Alyssa gives a call to action to her followers by saying, "However, if you or anyone else reading this comes across this video, please report it for cyberbullying. Make sure to not watch it before doing that, by the way. Hopefully with enough reports from different people, it'll get taken care of sooner. And please do not send hate to him. It will only make things worse. I just want..."
Oh, that aged terribly. Don't send hate to him. It'll make things worse. I mean, your fans didn't... a portion probably sent hate to this... Probably sent hate to this guy. But you just escalated this situation way worse than, I guess, sending hate to this person. If you just came out and said, "Fuck this guy, he's a loser, he's a little bitch," I think people would probably gain a little more respect for you that way. But no, you decide to go the bitch route and try to attempt to deplatform this guy, which is also against YouTube's terms of service. If we want to play fair, if we want to play this pro deplatforming game, let's play this game. You getting a entire group of people to go and mass flag this guy's YouTube channel does fall under the harassment guidelines, and you could easily get banned for this shit, which in my opinion I would not care, and honestly I would get a laugh at this shit. And you didn't want to and it'll only make things worse. You just made this situation 10 times worse for you than probably it already. You just made this situation 10 times worse.
Want this to be over. I love that last part. Make sure you don't harass him, just mass flag his channel. Alyssa, I'll take hate comments all day before I take a channel strike. If I don't like comments, I can just mute them. By the way, considering her behavior, I think the only reason that she asked her followers to not send hate comments is probably because she doesn't want to make things worse by making people aware that she's mass flagging me. I hate to break it to you, Alyssa, but
That's why she's posting it on Tumblr.
when you have a channel that has hundreds of thousands of viewers, people make you aware of everything. Even when someone tries to hide a targeted harassment campaign by posting it on Tumblr, instead of Twitter or YouTube, where people would actually be able to criticize the evil thing that you're doing. And then she says, I just want this to be over. Well,
it could have been over right now. How long ago was Think Before You Sleep's video? He made this 10 days ago. Three weeks ago. During those 3 weeks, it probably would have been over right now. Nobody would probably be talking about this. Oh shit! What did I just do? This video was uploaded 3 weeks ago. Nobody probably would have cared after 3 weeks. But you just extended this situation probably a month longer because of your pathetic attempt to deplatform this guy.
by playing dirty and attacking my channel and my livelihood, you did the exact thing that will make this not over. Now I have to respond because if I don't, I could lose my channel and the 80 to 100 hours that I spent on that video. If you simply did nothing, Alyssa, you had about 4 more days before everyone forgot about you. Speaking of YouTube rules, and as someone who regularly reads
I already brought this up. He's probably going to bring this up. I already brought it up.
them, I know that my video doesn't break any of them in the hate speech policy or the harassment and cyberbullying policy. Here's the fun part. Do you know what's actually in violation
She's the one breaking the harassment and cyberbullying policy. That's the funniest part.
of YouTube's bullying and harassment rules? This Tumblr post. Maybe that's also why she tried to secretly post it, because she knows if she posted it on Twitter or YouTube, people could report her for it. Oh God.
What's this?
Originally, I was just going to talk about
what the
people
fuck?
could report her for it.
Imagine being Chris Kinnard, an employee at Sweet Baby Inc. First, getting your account suspended 7 days because of target harassment. Then the same day you get your account back, trash talking about Akira, Tommy, whatever the fuck this guy is, after he left us and you got your account suspended again.
For it.
Fucking awesome.
Oh God. Originally, I was just going to talk about Alyssa telling her followers to mass flag my channel, but since Alyssa is hell-bent on spreading as much wrong information about health as she possibly can, I feel obligated to comment on an archived post that I was sent. Remember that Alyssa has no background education or any qualifications in this. Well, here she is yet again trying to gaslight people about how many health problems obesity causes.
What?
Well, here she is yet again trying to gaslight people about how many health problems obesity causes,
Obesity is bad.
and also conflates obesity with people who are underweight to try to make it seem less bad.
What? But you can be obese and have a heart disease that kills you. Yes, of course. But also, at the other end of the weight spectrum, underweight and... Okay, you don't have to... Okay. I'm going to clarify this before anybody says this. Underweight is also bad. Both... You can't be both. You have to be even on both sides. Underweight is not good because you're not eating as much. Being overweight is bad because you're eating a lot and you're probably going to eat yourself to death. Same ways for underweight. You're going to starve yourself to death. It's not good. None of this is good. We're not arguing that being skinny and awesome is... Being skinny and gay is awesome. We're arguing that being too fat isn't good for you. Now you're trying to like flip the script. Now you're trying to be like... Now that this is deflection.
First of all, let's remove obesity from the table. If we're just talking about severe obesity, more than 5.5 times more people suffer from that than people suffer from being underweight. This long rant of Alyssa's is so full of wrong information and poor analysis that I could easily spend a whole video on it. I'm not going to go over every point, but I will do a little speed run through each section by also mentioning that Alyssa points out that you can't determine if people are dying of heart disease because of obesity, because there are other factors that cause heart disease, like lack of exercise, smoking, and alcohol addiction. While that is true, I would also like to point out that people who don't take care of their health tend to have multiple bad behaviors. Would it be a shock if I told you that obese people have bad diets and they don't exercise? One
That's bad.
person could even be all four of those hypothetical categories. And the great thing is that getting a person to lose weight might also get them to stop drinking. Now they've gotten rid of multiple risk factors for heart disease just by weighing less. And if you're going to insist, well, we just don't know which behavior is causing the deaths. Okay, so assume it's all of them. They're all bad for you anyway. The weird thing here is that she's trying to argue that heart disease isn't self-inflicted when it happens to an obese person, but it is self-inflicted when it happens to a smoker or an alcoholic? I mean, that's how she ends her argument, at least.
That's fucking... I'm not even gonna go into that.
Personally, I don't really see a difference between destroying your health with binge drinking versus destroying your health by binge eating. Maybe the only difference here
Both suck ass, by the way.
is that you don't want people criticizing the behavior that you are guilty of, so you're shifting the goalpost by saying, well, at least I'm not a smoker. Second, Alyssa shows this single anecdote from 6 years ago to say that doctors are generally ignoring proper medical practice when it comes to obese people, which results in a massive amount of them losing their lives. The problem with this particular anecdote is that this person, Ellen Bennett, is a fat activist.
Dude, notice how she's only sourcing fat activists? That's how you know her intentions throughout this. Dude, this is what I mean. Fat activism is fucking stupid.
Activists love to distort the truth if it helps them fight their cause, and I point that out because this obituary and the related article are extremely unspecific
And she's dead? Died on my...
about important out because this obituary and the related the truth if it helps them fight their cause, and I point that out because this obituary and the related article are extremely unspecific about important
Rest in peace.
details, like the type of cancer that Ellen had, or what her chief complaint was when she entered the doctor's office. One of the things that liars love to do is omit specific details because it makes it more difficult to question their story. People get late diagnoses on cancer all the time, whether they are obese or not. So without specific information, we can't determine if there was any sort of malpractice. If Ellen walked in with stomach pain at 250 pounds or so, no doctor is going to say, "It could be stage 4 cancer. We need a tissue biopsy now." They're going to go through all the common reasons that people have gastrointestinal issues and rule those out first, to which obesity and poor diet cause a lot of them. They aren't just going to give you every single possible test on your first visit. That would be expensive and impractical. Also, this
Dang.
all happened in Canada, and I could have just as easily taken this very vague story and used it to spin a narrative blaming socialized medicine for this, or any other cause that's politically convenient to my interests. Last, Alyssa gets a little personal by talking about her mom, who is a nurse who works a lot of overtime.
Okay.
Her mom went into the doctor's office complaining about hip pain and ended up needing a partial hip replacement. Very specific. We have a chief complaint and the exact diagnosis, so I can reasonably believe that she's telling the truth. Alyssa is mad that it took a long time for her mom's hip issues to be properly diagnosed and blames anti-fat bias for why her mom couldn't
What?
get an x-ray or an MRI. Well, to start, MRIs are expensive, and a year isn't that long to wait when it comes to joint replacement surgery. My grandparents both dealt with bad knees and bad hips for multiple years before they got replacement surgeries. But since my mom is also a nurse, which gives me easy access to things like the opinion of an orthopedic surgeon, let's talk about why the doctors might have made her wait. Alyssa's mom is 50 years old. The average age for a hip replacement is roughly 65. That's important because hip replacements only last about 20 years. Since surgery is inherently dangerous and it gets more dangerous as you get older, a lot of surgeons like to delay knee and hip surgeries for as long as possible so that they don't have to do the surgery a second time. It's reasonable to spend a year exercising other options before you cut someone open. That being said, let's go over a little more information on Alyssa's mom. Alyssa says her mom has struggled with weight loss for the majority of her life, which is strange because you would never guess that from the way she animates her mom in her videos.
Dude.
Geez. First you animate Aubrey Gordon about 150 pounds lighter than she actually is, and now you animate your mom as a thin person when she's actually overweight in real life.
That's fucking dumb.
You know, for someone who is trying to promote body positivity and normalize things like health at every size, you really do a great job at erasing the existence of fat people from your videos.
Lalissa is a goddamn fraud, everybody.
Anyway, once I read this, my next question was, how overweight is she? Is she 20 pounds overweight, or is she 100 pounds overweight? So I did some internet snooping and found a Twitter post that Alyssa made of these two people taking a picture with her while they're wearing 2022 VidCon featured creator badges.
Featured?
And their faces are censored with hearts.
Oh.
One might assume that these are her parents. If this person on the right is her mom, I would say, yeah, it's pretty reasonable to see if they can prevent a surgery with some physical therapy and by getting her to lose some weight. Anyway, Alyssa will go to pretty much any length to prove that none of her mom's health issues are caused by her bad diet. And well, as a fitness professional who took many of the prerequisite courses to be a physical therapist, I will say that one of the things that obese people have trouble doing is walking properly. The first thing I would check is her mom's gait cycle because obese people tend to turn their toes out and waddle when they walk, which is bad for your hips. Nursing is also a job where you stand a lot, which is not that great for your hips. And it's even worse if you have 70 to 100 pounds of extra weight pulling your joints at awkward angles. Consider ergonomic shoes and sitting down more often at work. Alyssa's final argument to convince people that obesity causes zero health issues is some article about osteoarthritis. This one's going to be easy. Let's just look up that page she quoted from the WHO and what a
Oh my god. This person sucks.
shock. It says that obesity is a risk factor for osteoarthritis. It actually says specifically for hip and knee osteoarthritis. My God, why are so many of these people illiterate? You
Her source is literally Google.
don't even have to be a genius at research interpretation. They tell you the answer right there. It's right here, Alyssa. What is this, like the fourth time I've covered a major creator who doesn't even read the stuff they're quoting? I'm not even going to research anymore. These people are so good at finding resources that contradict their own points that I'm just going to let them do all the work now. But Alyssa will do anything, and I mean anything, to say that no health complications are caused by obesity, even when her own source is arguing otherwise. Geez, Alyssa, stop with the health advice. You aren't qualified to talk about this stuff just because you listened to one podcast from people who... Wait, they aren't even trained in medical or health sciences? You've got to be kidding me.
And this is the person that is calling for the deplatforming of Think Before You Sleep.
Michael Hobbs from Maintenance Phase is just a journalist who wrote for the Huffington Post, and Aubrey Gordon is allegedly a sociology major.
They have really helped me reconsider what it means
God fucking damn.
to be healthy, and I can't thank them enough for it.
I can't imagine how that benefited you. No wonder this article that Aubrey wrote is full of sociological arguments and people's opinions instead of actual scientific data. Does she even know basic biological information like what ATP is? And if you think her podcast Maintenance Phase is any better, it's not.
We still don't know why most people are fat or how they got that way in a scientifically incontrovertible kind of tested narrative, right?
This came from an episode about the 2004 movie on McDonald's called Super Size Me. Now, they do rightfully say that Morgan Spurlock should have disclosed that he was an alcoholic at the time that he was the subject of that film. But then they go on to say wrong stuff like this.
So throughout the film, Morgan Spurlock and his nutritionist both say that he was eating about 5,000 calories a day. They say it several times. So there were like rebuttal documentaries to Super Size Me at the time.
Okay.
A number of those documentarians, some reporters and other folks like science teachers tried to figure out how to make this happen based on the McDonald's menu at the time. And they could not get to 5,000 calories per day.
Wait, but I don't understand how you can't get to 5,000 calories. Can't you just go in there and buy like 12 milkshakes?
I mean, what they were saying is one breakfast meal, one lunch meal, one dinner meal, and even desserts with lunch and dinner, they were still like, can't get there. And
I'm lost.
even if you add McFlurries or whatever
Wow.
to lunch and dinner, it still didn't get folks to 5,000 calories.
The hosts of Maintenance Phase are really good at giving the impression that they do good research, but did they actually fact check this? No. They pretended to fact check it by looking up one item and saying, that's not possible, which is about the moral equivalent of reading the abstract and claiming that you read the whole study. Well, don't worry, because I did the math for you, and if you supersize everything like Morgan Spurlock did in the movie, and you add in McFlurries, you can achieve about 5,000 calories in 2 meals. Also, did you even watch this film before doing the podcast? They literally show his diet journal, and while it is blurry, you can still see he ate 2 Big Macs and had a chocolate shake for lunch. He's not just
Dude, I can't do that. I would never be able to do that. I'd feel sick.
eating basic McDonald's meals like you guys suggested. Is any of this honest? So how in the hell are 2 magazine writers with a very mysterious educational background qualified to comment on biology? You can't claim to understand a study when you don't know half the language.
Because it fits her narrative. It fits her little narrative that, oh, she wants to feel better about because of this shit. Oh, because they said it, that means I can. Like, no, you're wrong in this situation.
Language being used. That's like saying that you're fluent in a foreign language just because some of the words are similar and because they use the same numbers as English. I mean, holy shit, Alyssa. I am begging you to stop giving people health advice, and please stop promoting fast food to kids and giving it social proof.
I would not want Alyssa as my fucking doctor or my health, or as my health mentor. She'd kill me tomorrow.
Ultra-processed food is produced by a food system that is the leading cause of loss of biodiversity, the second leading cause of carbon emissions, and the leading cause of plastic pollution.
Stick to making videos about Animal Crossing and sharing My Little Pony fan art. You aren't qualified to talk about this stuff. Anyway, that was my speed run through Alyssa's New Year's Eve rant.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
I know it was a lot, but I assure you that I still didn't cover everything.
She really... There's more? Jesus Christ. All that was her New Year's Eve rant? Dude, what is with these people just co-posting on holidays? Like, New Year's Eve, we had Creepshow Art addressing her dumbass, her situation with Emily Artful. We had Jalen on Christmas Day talk about drama with lyrics. Like, dude, it's the freaking holidays. Go spend time with your family, you freaking losers.
And that was the quick version. Getting back to the mass flagging campaign that Alyssa started against me, let me be clear. She only cares about my video because it contains criticism against her. She doesn't actually care about real bullying and harassing or even harsh critique. Well, obviously she doesn't care about bullying because she'll openly call her followers to harass a much smaller creator that has 1/3 of her following.
Bitch, bro.
But allow me to remind everyone of this thing that Ludwig said a while back when he responded to a video of mine.
I had a problem when I was young where I had a squeaker voice and I would talk and I would get roasted because of my squeaker voice. It's like an intrinsic quality about me and not because I am dog shit at the video game. I am cool with people being mean because I am bad or do something dumb. I am not cool with people being mean because I have a trait that I cannot change about myself.
He said that in response to a video that I made about video game activists using hate speech to cancel all forms of criticism, not just gendered insults or things that you can't change like he was arguing. Ludwig was roughly saying, no one's going to cancel you for saying someone sucks at the game, to which I pointed out in my response that I received a 3-day ban from Apex Legends for merely saying that a teammate of mine sucked at the game. So I don't agree with Ludwig's assessment at all. I think this stuff has always been about removing any criticism. Now, did I make fun of Alyssa's gender? No. Did I make fun of her race? No. Did I ridicule her for attributes of her appearance that she can't change? No. Did I tell my audience to harass her? No. Yet she still has deemed this as cyberbullying and is leading an actual targeted harassment campaign as an attempt to deplatform me and take away my source of income.
Which is, again, guys, which again is literally a... what's it called? Literally a community guidelines violation.
Like I said, she doesn't care about harassment. And to further prove that, she was very quick to mention all of her YouTube friends a few months ago in a video about autism.
My boyfriend Kermit is not of the YouTube
He's friends with this guy? This is not good. This is not good.
sphere.
Corrected. Lol, she corrected Noah's distractingly cluttered thumbnail. Oh.
Although he does enjoy watching and keeping up with certain creators. But never in a million years did he anticipate being in the same room as Hassan, Jack's Films. Ian from Smosh.
I like Jack's Films and Smosh, sort of. Hassan's a fucking dumbass. I don't like him. He's a total prick. Hassan's a prick. I don't like him.
Anticipate being in the same room as
Wait. Let me list these people.
Hassan.
Hassan's a fucking prick.
Jack's Films.
Jack's Films, I've seen his content. It was enjoyable.
Ian from Smosh. Eddie
Smosh is enjoyable.
Burback. Michael Reeves. Lily Pichu. And
I've seen Lily Pichu before.
many others. All at once.
Now, I will say that I think most of Alyssa's videos are fine. I think she gives decent advice on how to deal with an autistic partner. I think it's great that she's trying to destigmatize mental health treatment with videos like this. And I thought that most of the videos that I watched of hers
Perks of going to the psych ward
were entertaining and relatable. I mostly just had a problem with her video on fat acceptance. That being said, we can see that she promotes Noah Samson and Hassan, and at least her boyfriend is a fan of them. The fact that she associates with Hassan yet flips out over light criticism from me is really funny.
She's literally Hassan. She's literally Hassan, everybody.
Because you know how I'll take time to say good things about a person, argue their points fairly by bringing up their good arguments, and make sure to not poke fun at the things that they can't change? Well, Hassan does none of that. He's spent hours reacting to my videos over the past 2 years, basically calling me every name in the book.
Dude, shut the fuck up, you stupid, cringe, weirdo nerd, dude. How are you like a 14-year-old pasty little incel on the internet? When I make fun of like pasty little shit-skinned incels, you are just a pussy, dude.
Hassan is
This is what
well known
This is why we hate Hassan, everybody. Look, a guy asking him about Sam Hyde, literal pussy.
for the type of behavior that you would consider harassment, so don't try feigning ignorance, especially if your boyfriend is a fan. You have to have seen him do this stuff. Wait, take a look at this moment that I found while I was making the insult compilation.
And plus, you can shit on women, just not on the virtue of them being a fucking woman. Like, I do it all the time, okay?
Again,
You do it all the time. Nice one.
it's just like the Ludwig clip. It's not about gendered harassment or making fun of intrinsic traits that someone has. It's about using the term hate speech to move the goalpost every couple of years on what's
Yes, for
considered
sure.
mean, so that eventually any kind of criticism will not be allowed because it offends someone. Hassan said it was fine to make fun of a woman, just as long as it's not on the virtue of them being a woman. Then he said he does it all the time. Now, can Alyssa point to one example where I made fun of her for being a woman, or any intrinsic characteristic that she can't change? Well, no, because she didn't watch the video, so she has no idea what's in it. But anyone who
not.
actually did watch it would know that I only commented on things that she has control over, like research skills and fashion. Yet she still said I was bullying her, and told people in her massive 2.5 million person following to try and get me deplatformed for a behavior that someone she looks up to or is friends with admits he does all the time. So the claim that this is just about gendered insults or whatever and everything else is fine is completely wrong. Now, Noah isn't as bad as Hassan, but he still says things that Alyssa would very much consider harassment if it was said about her. Here's something
Noah Samson?
he said about me.
I've not heard of Noah Samson. I heard that he's one of those like Ethan is online, Nick is not green type YouTubers who I don't like. They all suck. And oh god, terrible pause. And I feel like I probably would hate this person. Not as a person, but like based on their content. Or I disagree. Hate is a strong word. I would say disagree.
Here's something he said about me.
Ow, ow. So that's what this video is like. Random stock image, smug, whiny commentary.
He also followed that up with an entire video making fun of my voice with a friend of his. Do I care about that? No. I know what I sound like. But don't kid yourself by thinking that Alyssa
But he can't control his voice.
wouldn't make a big deal of it if someone did something like that to her. So Alyssa, why do you think it's okay to associate and actively promote these YouTubers when they constantly do things that you think are so wrong that it's worth trying to deplatform someone? Again, is this the first time another YouTuber has reacted to her channel? Because I would never think to get someone deplatformed because I didn't like a reaction they had to a video of mine. Did I cry to YouTube when Hassan made his videos on me? No. Did I cry to YouTube when Noah...
Holy shit, what the fuck? Chiefs trading L'Jarius Sneed to the Tennessee Titans? I'm so sorry. That news just came out of my phone. That was bombshelling. Back to the video.
did? No. Did I whine about Nick is not green or Ethan is online reacting to me?
Both dumbasses, by the way.
Nope. How about Vosh? Well, Vosh's reactions aged hilariously
Oh my gosh. Yes. Vosh, the horseman. The horsecock man.
after he accidentally exposed what was on his computer,
Vosh, the infamous Lawleaf supporter.
but that's beside the point. Never have I tried to deplatform someone over negative commentary, and these people have all said way worse stuff to me than any of the stuff that I said about Illymation. A lot of reactions to my channel have been straight up slander too. I mean, Alyssa, you do understand that this post here calling me a right-wing extremist who led a targeted harassment campaign against you is technically libel, right? On top of that, I would like to note that I've made many videos criticizing other people, and Alyssa is the only person to ever try to deplatform me because she can't handle any criticism.
Because she's a terrible human. I stopped myself, everybody. Give me a round of applause, everybody. I just stopped myself from getting this video banned.
How are all these other people so brave? Aren't you like 26?
But Alyssa's allowed to fucking deplatform people and literally harass, literally call for deplatforming. But me saying the yeah word, you know, gets me in trouble.
You are well into adulthood and a lot closer to 30 than you are to 20, yet you behave like an elementary school child tattletaling to the teacher because some other kid criticized you for being a bad sport during kickball.
I'm more mature than Alyssa, everybody.
Considering that in
And I say a lot of bad boy words.
this post you stated that your market is children, do you really think this is being a good role model? Telling people
No,
to
it's
stick their head in
terrible.
the sand, not listen to feedback, and use dirty tactics against anyone who criticizes them? By trying to deplatform a smaller creator, all you've done is make yourself look bad and legitimize the claims that your opponent made against you. So here's a little advice from someone who is not qualified like Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro. If you want this to go away, then stop trying to get my video and my channel taken down, and most importantly, ignore everything. Instead of burning your energy on a bunch of random people on the
Or
internet
respond just respectfully. Maybe he'll gain some of Think Before He Sleeps audience that way.
that you don't know that have no effect on your personal life, enjoy your vacation in Japan.
She's most definitely enjoying her vacation in Japan by being into fucking Spurg drama.
As someone who has been studying Japanese for years, you would never see me ruin a trip to Japan over some stupid creator drama.
No, I do it after.
Why are you even on your phone? You should be out doing stuff. It's been over a decade since I've been there, and no stupid woke leftist reaction video is going to ruin that vacation. In fact, Noah Samson made this video on me right before I went on vacation for a week last summer, and I paid no attention to it until I got back.
Which you should. That's literally what I did with the whole Deaf Noodle shit. I didn't do any. I mean, I sort of went on my phone on Twitter because I was like on a plane, or not on a plane, but just waiting on an airport, and I just see Deaf Noodles like being a spurgy little shit. So I just respond with, "You're a loser," and then before I just board my plane. It was fun, but at the end of the day, fuck everybody.
You would do well to try that. And contrary to what you said in this video here, ignoring people does make things go away. Does anyone remember that
But she didn't ignore it.
Mr. Free Speech Tim Pool sided with two people named Eliza Blue and Jack Murphy who were both in favor of deplatforming? Nope. Do people remember that Tim Pool had one of his reporters write multiple hit pieces on Eliza's top critics, while Eliza was busy using her connections to get those critics banned on Twitter and their videos removed from YouTube? I don't think so.
Dumbass bitch.
Well, I mean, I remember that, but pretty much nobody remembers it because Tim Pool kept his mouth shut. Was it moral for him to do that? No, but it worked, and things went back to normal a few weeks after the drama was over. Alyssa, if you don't
Dumbass
like
Tim
negative
Pool.
comments, all you had to
Just kidding, guys.
do was mute them for a couple days, probably not even a week, and everyone would have forgotten about it. So if you really want this to just be over, that would be my advice. And Google the Streisand effect. Anyway, thanks for watching, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, so that's the whole Think Before You Sleep situation in a nutshell. I don't think there's anything after the whole... I think it'll just end at that. Alyssa's probably, like, both sides are just gonna go their ways, and then both sides are gonna go their separate ways, and then things will be back to normal. Alyssa's gonna go back to her animated, weird her odd ones out type content, and Think Before You Sleep is gonna go back to his content. So overall, Alyssa, this YouTuber Illymations is a fucking loser, and I don't think anybody should, or I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, this YouTuber sucks. They're a horrible human being, and they're a pro deplatforming YouTuber. So I have no sympathy for this YouTuber if anything were to go bad in the situation, because she's a pro deplatformer, and pro deplatformers deserve the axe.